days after severe Typhoon Hato slammed into Hong Kong. The city was brought to a standstill this morning by a second storm. Damage caused by severe tropical storm Pakhar was not as serious as Hato. Still, it felled 236 trees and left more than 60 people injured. Rachel Leung has more.
Hong Kongers woke up to a feeling of deja vu this morning as the sound of another storm lashed their windows. Most people were still in bed when the Hong Kong Observatory issued the number 8 southeast gale or storm signal at 5:10 a.m. The amber rainstorm warning was also in force. Severe tropical storm Pakhar, packing maximum gusts up to more than 170 kilometers an hour, churned up water along shorelines, causing big waves to lash seafront buildings. A van driver was killed when his vehicle overturned in Tuen Mun. The incident happened at around 7 a.m. when the van was moving on Yuen Long Highway towards Tuen Mun. The driver lost control of the vehicle and slammed into a guardrail. The 42-year-old who was thrown out of the vehicle suffered serious neck injuries. He was taken to Tuen Mun Hospital where he was certified dead. 2 passengers also sustained minor injuries. Police said the driver was wearing a seatbelt but could not confirm if the accident was a direct result of the storm. Meanwhile, the government flying service was alerted to a sunken cargo vessel about 64 nautical miles east of Hong Kong. 11 crew members of the mainland vessel were rescued. One of the sailors suffered minor injuries. There were also numerous reports of fallen trees and scaffolding collapses. A scaffolding in Western with an area of 20 by 6 meters collapsed during the storm. A section of the Connor Road West flyover had to be temporarily closed. A scaffolding in Kowloon City also collapsed. In Wong Tai Sin in East Kowloon, firefighters were called out to remove a fallen tree on Fung Tuk Road. Tai Hom Road in the same district was flooded, with a taxi being stuck in water in the middle of the road. In Tai O on Lantau Island, winds occasionally reached hurricane force. Local residents and government workers joined forces to protect homes and businesses in the area. Workers from the Drainage Services Department set up flood barriers to prevent the community there from being flooded. Civil aid service personnel were also sent to clear up the alleys and warn residents should the water reach a dangerous level. A similar scene in Lei Yuen Mun in East Kowloon. The area had only just recovered from floods brought about by Hato. Gale force winds caused choppy seas. Hung Fa Chin in the Eastern District, which just days ago was hard hit by Typhoon Hato, was battered again by heavy rain. Debris littered the pavements while the strong winds toppled some metal railings. You'd be forgiven for thinking that this trail of destruction was caused by Pakhar, but this debris is actually left over from Typhoon Hato as residents pick up the pieces following that storm. Pakhar eventually made landfall over Taishan in Guangdong sometime before 10 a.m. The observatory issued the strong wind signal number 3 at 1:40 p.m., replacing the number 8 southeast gale or storm signal, which had been in force for more than 8 hours. The number 3 signal was replaced by the standby signal number 1 at 5:40 in the afternoon. Rachel Leung, TVB News.